Alright, sorry about that. It's one of those times where I kept forgetting what I needed. So, I decided that these guys were too clean, and they need some grime on them. So, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna put some matte varnish on these boys and girls. And then we're gonna do a oil wash, and then I think I'm gonna do a red. I'm gonna try a red oil paint. I have no idea how it's gonna go. So we're just gonna see how all of that shakes out. Could look good, could look like poop. So we shall see. This is gonna put just a bit of a coating on it in case it ends up being bad, and then we can strip all the badness off, and this guy will still be protected. So, yes, and then once these are done, I'll start building the Wild Riders and the Sisters of the Thorn, the Riders of the Thorn. Yeah, we'll get that going on, and I'd like to get them all built tonight, unless something real weird happens. I don't see why that won't be the case, but you never know. Could get all wrapped up in working on something I don't foresee, because you never know. You never know how these things are gonna go. Oh. Yeah, I think I was focused so much on the particulars of the the paint scheme that I was working on, that no wood elf joke intended, but I couldn't see the forest for the trees. So I'm gonna do my best to remedy that. Make this look like a group that's been fighting out in the Kindle forest, and are all soot covered, and they've got ash all over them, and there's like reflections of the wildfires that they're constantly interacting with. So that's the plan, at least, and hopefully doing all of this won't absolutely ruin my paint job or make it look too much like RuneShot's Madcaps, my KO group that I did with a Payne's Gray wash. But I think, oops, sorry, that was all completely off of camera. That's good. Thought I had it centered, but wasn't up far enough, so sorry about that. Twas the boo-boo. Maybe these ones that I accidentally popped off their base, their temporary base, were gonna be a little persnickety. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna slap it right back on there. Get the cloak. Get a little more. Oh, too much. Yeah, unfortunately I ran out of my gloss varnish, or my matte varnish spray, which is the best. So we're just doing the old army painter matte varnish. Works just fine as long as you shake it enough beforehand. And I mean, the worst thing that's going to happen if I didn't shake it enough was it'll look glossy, and that's it's fine, because after the oil I'll still go back and re-varnish it just to make sure all the oils are protected in. Rawr. Angry elf. There we go. Yoop. Yoop, yoop, yoop. This music is appropriate for what I'm painting, but it's weird. I've never heard this come up on here before. I don't know. I suppose it's alright. This is just gonna dull everything down, match all the paints up, because some of them are a little satin, some of them are a little matte. A little glossy. Alright, let's try to hold this down a little bit. There we go. Yoop. Yoop. And of course this cloak's a little darker. That's alright. Some parts of this are, you know, each one's got their own kind of individual change, individual look, still looking cohesive, which is something I like about Warcry. Alright, so I think I got this one, yeah? Yeah. Last one. My camera keeps moving on me. Hold on. Let me readjust some things. There we go. For some reason the head on my camera was swiveling. So that's the reason why it was off frame. Which I apologize for, because Last time I looked up, it was right where it was supposed to be. Come on. There we go. All these big gobs off the brush. Smooth everything out nice and evenly. There we go. Yeah, and I think I was so concerned with this being like a quote-unquote good paint job that, like I said, I forgot to add the character to it. That's what we're gonna attempt to do. Alright, so let's let all of these dry. And we'll start looking into this. Alright, so the cloak's dried pretty good. Pretty happy with them. They're pretty solid. Connection wise, I'm gonna have to, modify the arm a little bit, but nothing too terrible. So let's look at number 73. Is that 73? That doesn't seem right. But we're gonna go with it. That's what I wrote on the bottom. Trying to find the right spot so we put the correct legs on here. I don't even see a number 73 for a torso. 32. 23. Yeah, I think I just wrote the wrong, because it's cape number 49, so we need number 44 and 45 legs. 44 and 45. 45. And 44. And then I'm gonna give all of them the helmeted masks, but I think the females I'm gonna add the headpieces to, although it is tempting to give one of them the standard bearer as a head like this. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It's a little flat though. Alright, so we need 26 and 48. There's that. And there's that. Okay, so that's this piece, and then says it's got number 47 listed here, but I don't think that's gonna... Might match up, we'll see. We'll give it a shot. Compare this out. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright. And then the heads, number 25, I want to try to do something interesting. I'll take this, and then I want to take the heads of the sisters. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I want to kind of marry the two and clip that off and then put the spear right here. I think I might be able to do that with the... Could put it further down. I could do it like that. That'd probably give me a better connection. I have my drill. Do I have my wire? Do. All right, let's experiment. So I think, man, that's gonna be tight. I think I can do it though. So take bits. Maybe. Yeah. Probably clean all the mold lines off of this before I do anything fancy with it. Would probably be wise. There we go. Yeah. Come on. Weird little burr on the blade. Of course, everything's coming off except for it, making the blade all wonky. There we go. That's better. Alright. Got that part. Needs to be just the tiniest bit flat. Right? We'll have a connection point. Yeah. Arr. There we go. There's that. I wish I could, put it in that setting, but that's not gonna. That ain't gonna happen. Well, I guess I could put it on the top there. Here, maybe? I guess it would make... Yeah, I guess it would make more sense if it was coming out of right here. There we go. Alright. Not too bad so far. Now this mold line. Oh, quickly bit. Come on. These not that any mold lines are particularly fun to clean, but these are a particular pain in the ass. Yeah. All right. Let's get something with a little more oomph going on music-wise. I mean, this is okay, but let's do there we go. Here we go. All right. And my awl is not with me, so I'll just use the hobby knife. Try to at least. Okay. Old and worn out blade. After I finish assembling all of these models, will be putting a new blade in, but I don't like my blade to be too sharp when I'm assembling because it can dig into the models a little too much, so I actually prefer a duller knife when cleaning mold lines. Oof. Need this to be just deep enough to get a pin in. Almost. Alright, that'll work. That's all I need. Just a few millimeters thick and a few millimeters deep. You know one of them I'm gonna mess up. It's gonna happen. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. There's my super glue. Let's this little clippy clip in here. Come on. There we go. And while that finishes drying, those two together. Try to straighten that out a bit. There we go. There we go. Clean this off. Come on. There we go. No mold lines on the fingers. Oh, I loathe thee. Me. Alright. Stupid the mold lines on this thing are. I mean, they're coming off pretty easy, but man. They're capital M mold lines. Little fiddly piece that I'm afraid I'm gonna break if I breathe on it too hard. There we go. Yeah. The underside, there we go. Alright. And clip end up here. Go. A little bit of the metal sticking out, but it's alright. I think that looks pretty cool. Different. Yeah. I'm down. Yes. Alright, let's get this helm on. Yeah. Come on. Least mold line. This isn't bad. Just tiny little bits. Just tiny little bits. go. Yeah. Good, good, good. Yes, yes. Alright. Those are done. Let's do the hair. There we go. Big ol' mold line right down through there. One of those tiny inside ones. Always want to make sure get those. Alright. There we go. Yeah. That was just some build-up. What is that? Giant monstrosity right there on the hair, but it was just some flash build-up. Go. Last bit off. Got a little divot. There we go. Whoosh, flowing locks. Rawr. And of course got a little bit of glue on my finger and buzzed all that up real good. There we go. Well, let's go ahead. We'll just start assembling my head down. Still got to clean up the legs, but hair and the mask got to dry. Go ahead and do neck. There we go. Won't attach the arm just yet. We'll let that dry while we clean up the legs. Let's get this over here. Go. Good, there's that. Oh, that's cool. I never noticed the quilted pattern on the inside. And there's the chainmail on the outside, or the scale mail. That's a cool little extra detail they added, like that. Ooh, excuse me. Let's get there's one. Go get that cleared off. Hiya. Oh, come on. There we go. Little pouch looking nice. All the loop around, all the bits and bobs. Oop, looped up. I've been pretty excited to get to paint these. I'm probably gonna take entirely too long on these, most likely, but you know, that's okay. Not like I have a deadline or anything. But do try to finish relatively quickly, so y'all don't sit there and have to watch me painting the same thing for 3 weeks. I mean, that would be different if I was a good painter. But, you know, I'll get there. Alright, so let's fit the legs together. Okay, I gotta go. Go. One. Two. Come on. There we go. Squish. Squish them butt cheeks together. Elven butt cheeks. Right? Yeah. All right. Let's do the torso. Go. Come on. Squeeze that on there a little tighter. There we go. Boop. Boop. There we go. That looks like a mean fuck off spear. I just gotta get her another arm. One of these ladies needs to be one of the head ladies with hurling the magic. Yeah. All right. Let's grab that. Let's grab one of the magic arms. There we go. So this is for what's supposed to be for the standard bearer, which is bolt. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. There we go. 65. There's 74. Need another one of these. That horn could be a cool little addition on like the side of somebody. There we go. May try to do that. Supposed to be up like that. How's that look? Switch hands. Supposed to fit like that. It's a little awkward. There we go. That's a little better. So this is supposed to fit this. Yeah, obviously it's not going to. And trim. Pretty much need to just trim this little bit off right here. Like it better like that, or is that just that's a funny angle? Yeah, that works. Feel like I need to trim just a little. Just a little bit off of there. All right. Now, where sprue bit and where is the hand bit? Don't want to get up the hand. There we go. It's Very teeny tiny fingers. Very teeny tiny fingers. There we go. Yeah. Come on. You know, nonsense up. This arm is being very difficult. There we go. Top part of it. Guess I could pin this, but I think where I've got multiple connection points, I think it's gonna end up being okay. There we go. That looks good. That looks pretty natural. Raw fire hand. All right. And let's look at the head lady's crown, because I definitely want to add that in. So, well, she needs the grand high poobah one. I guess it doesn't matter which deer goes on. No, I guess it does. Okay, yeah, it does. Alright, let's go ahead and assemble all of the deer. Now we got one of our riders of the Thorn put together. Pretty happy with that. Yes, yes. Alright. So, we need number 9 and number 10. There's 1 and 2, and 6 and 5. There's number 9. I think they mean number 1, not number... No. They mean number 10. There's 1 and 2. Well, I'm seeing everything but 10 here, folks. 18. And 17. 2. 6, 5. Oh, there we go. Looked right over it. Of course I did. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I? Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I could, instead of building this one, assemble the one for model that I've finished. Although I think I want to hate myself a little bit and paint these in sub-assemblies, but just the rider and the deer. Everything else is going to be put together, but I think just getting to the various parts is going to be easier with the rider and the creature separate. I know some people hate painting in sub-assemblies, but I don't mind it. I mean, if I can paint with the whole thing put together, I will, but it doesn't really bother me to do it that way. Clean up the deer booty. It's been nice building this model this time of year because the deer have come down from the mountains, and pretty much every morning and evening I can look out and there are deer in my yard, so I have, you know, daily visual reference for getting ready to paint this group, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I know there's always just the internet and looking at pictures, which I will still be doing, but it's, you know, you can see the actual thing, especially how it moves, then that will definitely help to inform painting be a little bit better. And know where you're gonna need to go and why and how it looks if it moves a certain way, and beats. Little deer face. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this mold line under his jaw, his muzzle. Yeah. Go. Alright, there we are. Clean that up so it's got a better contact point. There we go. There's that guy. And never to continue. Because I think after, well, I'm gonna have two head ones. I'm gonna do the what's he called? Wild Hunter. I should have done something like Lord of the Hunt, King of the Hunt. And then the sisters of the Thorn Mother? Thorn Maiden? I'm gonna do both of those. Like I said, I'm fully expecting to jack up one of those spears that smash them together. And get these little vines and flowers best I can, but I'm not gonna kill myself trying to clean those up. I'll do more damage to them if I sit there and futz with them too long. Then I just Alright, that'll be cool. Little tassely deal. Get that all cleaned up. There we go. Yeah. Go. So, a little weird. There we go. Yeah. Alright. I'm wondering if I could do something cool with the deer. Been pondering on it, like almost making them look like they're made out of like ember or something. That could be potentially cool. Alright, then I need 12 and 11. Yeah. Get the little deer ears, which I find fascinating that they're separate. But, you know, they make them any the way they gotta. It's like, I don't know, like such a specific bit. And I know they all have their own specificity, but not such a tiny specific thing. Not like half of the head or anything like that, just the ears. Just the ears. And there are so many parts, so many small little fiddly parts in this that I'm terrified that I'm just gonna tear straight through. Like, even if I'm careful, it's just like, oh, well, there goes half of that rack of antlers. I'm gonna do a Warhawk rider, and I thought about saving one of these, you know, more specifically for the legs, and throwing one of these on that. I think I've got a better idea. Clean up. There we go. There we go. Alright, let's glue this bad boy together. Zoop. Zoop, 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 zoop. Go. Come on. There we go. That a little better. Yes. Don't want any super terrible mold lines. I mean, it's gonna happen, but try to mitigate them as much as we can. Squeeze! Squeeze the crap out of it. Just for about 30 seconds. And we'll put the other pieces on, and then we'll go to the deer, the next one. We actually got a rider for. It's for the head honcho. Squeeze. It's putting very direct pressure on one little piece to try to get it to sit. Because the least amount of mold lines, which I feel like I just need to buy another bottle of this and just turn it into sprue goo. There's that. There we go. That growing out of its noggin. Noggin. I got that one side down. This side needs some help. Squish. 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 Go. That plastic melt just a little bit. Squish that right down there. There we go. I don't know that this isn't the correct rider for it, so it won't fit great, but still pretty cool. Alright. So, who does this one? Go on to... the horn blower. Goes on to number 2, which is 5, 6, 7, and 8. Here's number 6. Really just want to see what this kind of looks like once they're together. Oh. There we go. Always end up missing just like one piece. I don't know why I do that, but I do. Like every time, unless it's like a symmetrical piece. All right. Yeah. All right. Might be a story time tonight. I'm not sure. Haven't done a story time since I have moved over to YouTube from doing Twitch. Might do that here in a little bit. I'd like to hear a story tonight. Yes, cool. I think after I get this deer complete, we'll do story time. And mind you, that's still gonna be at least 10 minutes. Yeah. texture the hell out of these antlers. There we go. Alright, here's the odds. Lovely. Come on. Come on. Tiny little piece on the hoof. Tiny little piece. Let's get it gone. This is not the most popular channel tonight. But, you know, there are other, far more brilliant YouTubers doing some stuff right now. But that's fine. I will earn my place. No, not next week. The week after, I'll be... I've been doing YouTube for a year. A little no-name channel that I love. Ugh. I'm going to mold this deer's mouth open. Not to an extent that you can actually get in and clean the mold line. There we go. Cleaning his brain case. There we go. Yeah. 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 Oh, come on. Oh, come off it. Sometimes you get models with those particular spots that just refuse, straight up refuse to be cleaned. Alright, there we go. Hood him up. It's a bit disheartening. Oh well. Guess it's a more accurate recount who's in here and who's not. It's fine, it's fine. Alright. Clean the hoof. Like I'm a farrier. I'm very tiny. Well, it's not an equine, it's a cervine? Yeah, cervine. Come on. Yeah. Clean all these little bits off. There we go. Ugh, all the tiny little fragile pieces. There we go. These little bits. All right. Zoop. Zoop. And over through. There we go. There we go. Squeeze. Man, no one's really gonna ever see the underside of this thing, but oh no. There we go. Squeeze. That looks much better. All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just letting this get decently dry so it won't separate. Go. Of course, I had a little glue on my thumb. Oh well. Maybe I'll add some character to it. I don't know. Bloop. Deer ear hat. Alright. This in here actually fits correctly. Eesh. There we go. That's better. Much better. Much better. Boop. Boop. Squish. Squish. There we go. Alright. Mimi. I believe it's this one that's supposed to fit on here. Although it doesn't look like it's gonna. Kinda does. Sitting up out of the side one? Yeah. Yeah. Kapow. Dig it. But yeah, definitely gonna be painting in subs. Righto. Excellent. Yes. Good. So, now we got those built. At least, started to. Let's do some oil wash. I'm just gonna do a little bit of the Payne's Gray wash on these. Try to get them looking like they live in a hateful, dirty environment. Go. Not gonna absolutely slather them like I did the Caradron. I do want them to definitely look, kinda sooty, kinda dirty. They live in a, an ash-filled area in Akshi, so it's gonna happen. They're gonna get dirty. They're gonna get ashy. They're gonna get gross. But, they take baths. They take care of their equipment. It's worn, but well maintained. I think this is gonna do just enough on these guys. Just enough to add a little bit more depth, a little bit more oomph. Really like the way this particular blade came out. It's pretty good. Alright. Now we're just spreading it around. I mean, do want to try one other thing before the end of the night with these, just as a further trial with oils. I mean, I've painted oils on canvas, and that was a minute ago, so, you know, I'm just gonna experiment. This will help give these just a tad more depth and character. It's really what I'm looking for. Just to add a little more to their story when you look at them, instead of just being like, oh, that's a really clean, you know, just kind of, yep, it's painted. Like, this just hopefully is going to add that little extra. People will look at it and go, that's cool. Sometimes just a little bit is really all you need. I think I forgot to do the inside of the cloak on this one. Go. Here we go. This guy's the leader. He's gonna have, maybe gonna have a little extra soot on him. These leads from the front. Those weapons, I would imagine that he does. This is gonna dry pretty quick, but I'm still gonna set a 15-minute timer where I come in to clean everything up. Just want it to dry a bit, because if I just do it right away, even with this thin as it is, it's just gonna all wipe straight off. That is not what I desire. Stay on your blue tack. There we go. Alright. Scoot all these to the side again. Let me get my cleaning cup. I'll just put a little bit, itty bitty bit in there. Don't need much. Go. You know, those mineral, you know, off with some mineral spirits, some white spirits. There we go. Let those dry. We will start assembly on this one. And I need head lady. Gonna use her schmancy crown. There we go. Now we're gonna use. Alright. Gotta figure out what other torso this is. It's the other one. Okay, so that was 46 or 26. Alright, and this one is supposed to be alright. It's 14. Didn't really say what he's supposed to be on. What is the difference between A and B? I don't know. We're just gonna go with it. 26 and 55. 26 and 55. And hair is 55. There we go. Go. Test fit, make sure that these go together. Kinda. All right. So 26.55. All right. So 51 and 52 are the legs that we need. Boop. 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 There we go. Alright. Legs, torso, all that good stuff. And then let's figure out which arm we need. Handmaiden of the Thorn, number 40. None of those. Alright, so there's the big special one. Yeah, so we need that. And we need did grab the right head for her, right? Yeah, yes. Alright, we're gonna do Another magical hands, just because it's fun that way. Click that. And then what did I say? I need a number 40 on the arms. Number 40, that's number 54, 24, 33. Oh, there's number 40. So I don't think it's gonna terribly matter except for the position of the arm. Should have checked for beforehand. But yeah, that's gonna work. Alright, so we got that. We got the legs. We're gonna have to finagle those pieces together. Arm. And I want to add this onto here. So let's see if we can do that. This is gonna be a new test of my cutting skills. But we'll just see if we can cut a little wide. And then shave a little bit closer each time. I don't even know if this is gonna fit on anything, but we'll see. All right. Shave, shave, shave. A little at a time. Trying to keep as much of her crown as possible, her dress. That dig. I'm just like, I mean, I get it that they're mages and everything, and you know, I'm admittedly impressed that they're actually wearing armor instead of all of their midriff and everything being all exposed. And it's the guys that actually aren't wearing the armor. Yeah, let's give him a helmet. Give him a helmet. It's just my own personal quirk. Yeah, it would have been fine just to do that, but I don't know. Like I said, I wanted to kind of give these guys my own flair. We'll see if we can do that by adding this on. It will fit. Gonna need to trim this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come off it. Go. Starting. Go. Thank you, Pete the Wargamer, for all the tutorials. Although he is leagues above me, that's fine. Probably have to barf more, but man, test it. Okay, this is gonna need. Actually, let's just go ahead, maybe. Well, that's kind of a cool line. Let's see if we can keep it before I trim the entirety of this bit off. Go. Not quite even. Go. Alright, where the heck? There we go. So there we go. Let's see here. It's up there, no problem, but we want it more down here. That side fits really good. This side needs some help. Not a lot. I'm a twist. There we go. All right. Come on. Tiny little mod that doesn't matter. That's gonna take me an hour. All right. Let's see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw. All right. Yeah. All right. We're getting there. cut it down a little more so the profile fit. There we go. Oh, come on. Yeah. Doop, deep, bop, doop, deep, bop. Throw stuff around. Da 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 da. Need to get this little tiny metal part cut out. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. I think, maybe, possibly. Come on. I just hope all this effort is just like totally awesome and amazing. I'm just gonna look mediocre, most likely. Come on. Thin this out. Keep the structural integrity of it. There we go. Alright, let's get better. Better. Oh, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I was all like zoned in on what I was doing. How's everybody doing tonight? Michelle Davis. Adriana, thank you. Yeah, sorry, I was all down. I was all down in my table. Was completely zoned out. Yeah. That was my fault, not yours. There we go. So, in case you all missed it, I got the mod together, Lady Rider, and I got the spear modded out and everything, and got the deer together. So, and then these guys I matte varnished and then did a oil wash on them, which I'm gonna clean up here in a little bit. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that mod turned out. It looks really cool. And this is the other one, and this is going to be like the head sorceress lady, and I wanted each of them to have helmets, so I took her head and I'm putting it onto one of the helmets, so it's got her like crown on it. But you know, she's actually protected in battle. How are you this evening? Up to anything fun? Making some models, maybe? Yeah, I was hoping to get everything all done tonight, assembly-wise, but you know, if I was actually just assembling the models as they were supposed to be done, I'd be done, but you know, I gotta make my life difficult, because that's what I do. But it'll look cool when it's done, so worth it. Or at least I hope it's gonna look cool when it's done. Alright. Just got to clean this a bit up. There we go. This bit. There we go. There we go. There went that part of the antler, but I knew that was going to happen eventually. It's these some thin ass details. Yeah. Those together. Picture on caps. Nice. Ah, growth spurts are no fun. Yeah. Plastic glue is the shit. But yeah, my little one is 4, and he's starting to hit the painful ones, so he hasn't been kept up at night yet, but I'm waiting for it to happen. Yeah, I'm actually gonna mess with some oil paints tonight, just a little bit. You know, I haven't messed with them since I was like actually painting. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Worked out good. That's no bueno. Hope she feels better. No fun for anyone involved. Of course, we had terrible teething. Like, he was 6 months old and all of his teeth decided to come in at one time. So it was like steady diet of, you know, ibuprofen and Tylenol for like 3 months. So I'm just waiting for that to come along again. Oh wow. That's bananas. Yeah, my kiddo's gonna be way taller than me. I have no doubt. I mean, I'm not a tall person, but I think he's gonna take after his uncles. Good grief. 8, almost 6 inches. Bananas. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's flatten this out. Oop. Gonna drill our pilot hole. Boop, beep, boop. After I try to slice off my finger, apparently. Yar, yar, yar. There we go. No enamel on her teeth. That's crazy. Ah, that's... Well, hopefully the worst of that is behind her. I'm sure that was just oodles of fun. I actually had 2 sets, or I had 2 sets of baby teeth, so I actually had 3 sets of teeth. Which my current dentist doesn't believe me. It's just like, motherfucker, I was the one that lost all the teeth. Yeah, it was a weird thing. Like, I lost all my baby teeth, and one day I was like playing with, I don't know if you're old enough to remember Zax, but they were, you know, the weird like Legos that never came apart. And I was using my teeth to pull them apart, and one of my teeth went flying out of my head. And I was like, holy crap, I just lost one of my adult teeth, like that easy. And after that, like, not every single one, but I lost like a whole bunch of other sets of teeth. So yeah, I had like 3 sets of teeth. Yup. It was weird. So yeah, I was like 12 and lost another set of teeth. Pretty much by the time like my first set completely came in, like I lost my other set. It's a lot less traumatic the second time. I'll give it that. No. That in the center. There we go. Each. There we go. Close enough. I never found out if it was genetic or just random. Like, nobody else in my family has that happened to. At least that anybody said, so I'm supposing that it's random. So, you know. Believe it or not, you know, not the strangest thing that's ever happened to me. So what are you painting on canvas? Anything in particular, or just some paint therapy? Alright, where did my pen go? There it is. Yeah. And if you're curious, I'm drilling and pinning this stuff just because it makes it, the contact point is so small. This actually helps create a stronger bond. Than if I just glued it straight in. Well, made that one just about a millimeter too long. There we go. Alright, down on there. And then this thing. Nope, nope. Ended up being a little cattywampus. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll have to fix it in post. Oh well, when it's on there, no one will ever actually notice that it's not crooked. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Like, this one is cool, but that one's like over the top cool. I'm always in the Halloween mood. Halloween's the best. I mean, besides Thanksgiving, which the only reason why I like Thanksgiving is because it's not about like presents or giving anything. It's just about like hanging out with people that, you know, family or that you consider family. And that's it. Like, and then eating some food. You know, I don't like the actual history behind it, but yeah, Halloween is the best. Last year, I'm afraid what my kiddo's gonna ask me for this year, because last year I made him a handmade transforming bumblebee costume. Well, I can't take credit on the detail because that's the model, not me. I'm just bashing some stuff together. Yeah. There we go. So small that you can't actually get a blade in there. A little frustrating. Yeah, I'm getting out of the turkey phase. It's pretty much only ham, but honestly, it's the sides that are always the best. Potato salad and all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to get these painted. Like, this is actually, this group right here is the reason why I just like really decided to get and paint this army. Just because I thought that these were so cool, even though they're not like the greatest in the game. I don't really care about that. I would rather just play with cool models and you know, things that I think are neat. I enjoy painting. Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. This thing is gonna be so over the top once it's on here. It's gonna look giant. Raw! Yeah, the sides definitely make it. That's a majority of my plate right there. I'm just like, yeah, man, you know, turkey ham, sure. Fucking potato salad. Actually made a not a Thanksgiving-esque meal, but adjacent tonight. Some barbecue chicken with some green beans cooked in bacon and some rice. That was a tasty dinner. For sure. That's cool. Yeah, I'm just now getting into playing, and I mean, if it wasn't for Warcry, I wouldn't be be interested in playing at all. But I'm really impressed with the rules for it. So slowly but surely, I was trying not to get sucked into that, but you know, the more you look at minis and games and everything, it's gonna happen. So at least on this, instead of buying $800 or $2,000 for an army, I can, you know, print half of it and do other stuff. So yeah, dinner was pretty tasty tonight. Ooh, come here. There we go. Oh yeah. Pow. Gonna look super regal. Super badass. This isn't the arm that's supposed to go on here, but gonna because I want to. I think I'm gonna have to flip that one down. That's nice. Ooh. Could have trimmed it just a little bit, but it's fine. There we go. Doesn't want to move, so I'm not going to make it move. Boop. There we go. Yeah, 3D printer is amazing. It saved me so much money. And you know, you can just print out all the cool stuff. Like I printed out an entire goblin army this past week, and then for a podcast that I run, the system doesn't have, it runs on a D6, but the company doesn't have like specific D6s, so I made some specifically for the game, because based on odds and evens, if it's a success or a critical or anything like that. So yeah, I made these today. Let's see, what else did I print? Well, everything else is put away, but like I said, I got a whole goblin warband that I printed out, and the guy gave them away for free, so it only cost me like $2 in resin total. And after I paint these guys, it might be the one that I paint next, maybe. There you go. That way you don't have to deal with the actual process of and hassle of the printing. That's the way to do it. No, I mean, even I wish I had waited just 1 month, because I got the Elegoo Mars Pro, and I mean it's a great printer. But if I had waited just 1 month, I could have gotten the Mono X, the 4K printer, for the exact same price. But you know, c'est la vie. Just takes a little longer to print. That, and I do water washable resin, so that takes a minute longer too. Yeah, I run a superhero podcast. We're actually getting ready to have our 3-year anniversary next month, and it's a actual play role-playing podcast. It's me and 3 of my buddies. It used to just be me and 1 of my buddies, and yeah, it's about a Rust Belt city named Stringersburg, where like all these disenfranchised, like D-list heroes and villains live. You know, and we just tell like pseudo hero stories. Right now I'm playing, but me and my buddy switch off between, one of us will play and one of us will storytell. And right now it's his turn to storytell, but he's gonna have a wee one in December, so I'll take back over, and he's gonna take a sabbatical. Hold on, give me 1 second, and I will drop a link in. And we do a live broadcast on Twitch every Monday. Well, not every Monday, but most Mondays. Let's see. Let me get to... this is our main page. This is our main hosting page. But you can find us on like Apple Podcast and Google and, you know, Spotify. We're on everything. So if you have a particular preferred podcast listening app, we are on it. Yeah, we're a niche little podcast. Don't have a huge following, but you know, we do what we can. It's the same thing, Tales from Stringersburg, over on Twitch. So if you just go over to Twitch and type in Tales from Stringersburg, all one word, it'll bring us up. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't paint on Monday nights, is because I'm over there gaming. Yeah, we'd love it if you came and hung out with us. We usually play for 2 to 3 hours, give or take, depending on how the story is shaping up and all that good stuff. But yeah, we got all kinds of back episodes and everything, so podcasts are your thing. Then, like I said, we've been doing this for almost 3 years. Yeah, I mean, and I'm just terrible at social media and anything even related to that. So I tried for a while to get on Twitter and everything, but we had such a negative response. Well, not even negative, we just had 0 response. And she came out super cool. I just gotta make her deer. But yeah, we've been trying to build for quite a while, but we were originally on a more popular system called Mutants and Masterminds, and I'd been looking for a more streamlined system, and then the system called Prowlers and Paragons came out, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's so good. Five, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yeah, I only do it because I have to, pretty much. Trying to... I don't mind Instagram. Because it works out pretty well for mini painting and everything like that, and everyone's mostly positive, but everything else I'm not too crazy on. My awesome nephew made me a TikTok account, see how I do on there and some of my videos, and that seems to be going fairly well. I need to send him more stuff. There we go. Deer. Yeah, good on you. I graduated with a degree in digital media, specifically for digital VFX, but I did a lot of like graphic design classes and everything, and I did a little bit of freelance work locally, and I mean, a lot of it comes into play with making thumbnails and graphics for YouTube pages, but man, it is not my strong suit. I struggle really bad with that. Specifically like typesets and stuff. Like, I know that words and letters can look super cool, I've seen it, but that is not my talent. Yeah, Instagram's the only one I really look at. Like, I get on Facebook just to see like what family members or friends that have moved across the country are up to. But yeah, outside of that, I'm just disinclined. 'Cause yeah, people are shitbags. That is for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I love aspects of graphic design. But yeah, it's the, like I said, it's the letters and everything where I'm just like, I know this can look good. I've seen people do it. And I've done it maybe a handful of times, but it's just not. Like, my last thumbnail was kind of hot garbage, but I couldn't come up with anything better, so that's kind of what I went with. But usually if I come up with like a better idea, I will go back and fix it. Nice. I do a lot of woodworking myself. I'm actually, I mean, it's not artistic woodworking that I'm doing right now, but I'm just finished framing and drywalling, and I started mudding a closet. Parents asked me if I could do it for them, so I said sure. And then I'm gonna be irresponsible with the money, and I pre-ordered the Dominion box. It's the first time I've ever pre-ordered anything. Usually I don't get anything GW, except for a small bit here and there. But I really like those new works. I really like those new works, so I'm gonna open up a small little eBay store and sell some of my painted stuff, which I've already got some Dark Angels up there, and then I'm gonna sell just like singles for people that want to play Warcry, or just like get an individual model without having to like buy an entire like $50 box for one mini to paint. Cool. I like redoing houses. I'm in a permanent remodel in the house that I'm in right now. So far I've done the kitchen, dining room, 2 bathrooms, you know, and a bunch of stuff that you can't see. that's the way it usually goes, is you spend all the money on things that you can't see instead of the cool stuff that would actually make your house look neat. Recently had to disassemble my porch and dig up our sewer line that broke. That replaced. And then I redid all of our pavers and all that good stuff. Oh man, you're way more talented at that than I am. If someone ever asked me to do that, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna mess up everything and I hope you have like a $400,000 budget. I'm gonna mess it all up. I mean, those houses are beautiful, but yeah, well outside of my wheelhouse. Oh no! I broke a piece. Wasn't paying attention and I broke the little saddle piece off. Little poop-a-doop. That is not gonna glue back on. Just might as well file that right back down. Yeah, that little curly Q is not gonna go back on there. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love when gender stereotypes are broken like that. Makes me happy. Gender stereotypes are dumb. It's just my own opinion. My 4-year-old just asked to. We made a deal with him. We told him if he'd quit biting his nails, he could get his nails professionally done by our good friend who's an esthetician. And he did. So we recently took him and he got dragon nails. It was awesome. Right? Yeah, trade skills, super useful. I mean, I've worked construction, and then, you know, me and my wife put each other through college. Her in her late 20s, and then I didn't go back till I was like 30 something, early 30s. I remember exact age. Yeah, everything, you know, I think life's about balance and finding where that is, but I've worked all kinds of weird, odd jobs and different places and doing things, and that's awesome. Certified makeup artist. I was about to ask, like, my brain automatically went to like VFX makeup, that kind of stuff, but I know what you mean now. I almost went to the Tom Savini School of like monster makeup, like the FX makeup. Almost. Yeah, life is more interesting if you can do a little bit of everything. And, you know, if you do stuff like that, then when something breaks in your house or whatever, or needs repair, you don't have to spend extra hundreds or thousands of dollars to have somebody else come in and do it for you. As long as you don't mind a little sweat, then it all works out. Soup. There we go. Let's get this little tea together. Oh, I totally forgot to clean up my other guys from their oil wash. Oopsie. It's okay, it's oil. Come off. Won't fully cure for a good while. Squeeze! Data to directory. Wow. Cool. That's super cool. Yeah, like Face Off used to be one of my favorite shows. I would watch that show religiously. Like I usually hate reality TV shows, competition shows and everything, but that show was so different than all the others. I think it was because the people actually like helped each other and were encouraging. So that was nice to see. Squish. Squish. There we go. Yeah, I don't mind the model building. The thing that really drives me crazy is cleaning mold lines. I will paint, build, do whatever, but man, cleaning mold lines it just drives me bananas. And I listen to like hobby podcast, and you know, when I watch you know, other miniature artists and everything, and they're like, cleaning, you know, assembling models and cleaning mold lines is so soothing and therapeutic and everything. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Yeah, cleaning mold lines and gap filling. I'm not a big fan of gap filling. Ooh, missed a big chunk right here on the back. Yeah, I would do this like just try to do painting on the stream, but the only time I actually like hobby is when I'm streaming. And really it's not like that big of a deal for me. Like I just move my camera over my paint station and I'm good to go. So it takes me like 5 whole extra minutes to stream than just straight painting. Man, I don't know what it is, but when it comes to building terrain, if it's like not organic terrain, I have zero patience to do it. There's her on her stag. The handmaiden of thorns. kind of want to switch their arms out. Like I gave them both the little fiery magical hands. But hers is a little more straight out, and this one's a little more organic, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, that profile is just super cool. Yeah, I'm just now really getting into terrain. Like I've tried to a handful of other times, but I don't have like the equipment that I can really do precision work on that I really want to. So it's kind of frustrating. So I'm starting at the. I've decided to start at the beginning and work my way back out. There we go. Just a little cleanup, nothing major. Not even really putting any pressure or anything, just trying to add a little bit of grunge to these clean boys and girls. Yeah, I mean, all I've got's a basic, you know, I got a hobby knife and a T-square. Pretty much everything I use for basic construction work, what I use for that. Yeah, I don't know, her arm's not like out of place, like it's anatomically correct, but yeah, it's a little stiff. I was really pleased with how this darker skin tone ended up coming out in some of these. There we go. Let's get that dried little bit off there. There we go. Aha! Candle lighter, yeah. True. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Like, it does look a little, I know what you're saying. Non-organic, like it's a little rigid. It's too rigid. There we go. So I might have to go in and choppa a little bit. This wash might be a little weak, like it's good in some spots, but others it could use a little more oomph. See how that comes out. Yeah, these Rangers came out pretty good. It took me a while to get the color scheme that I wanted, because the original one I had this great idea and then I painted it and it looked like Christmas. It's like, nope, not that. And so what I'm running with is that, because I like putting lore with everything that I have. These are wood elves that live in this place called the Kindling Forest, and it's a forest that is constantly has a wildfire raging through it. Like, it's this massive forest, and these wood elves live there, and the wood like will go from being burnt to full-grown forest in like 3 weeks, and the wildfire will come back through, and that's where these guys live. So they're like constantly moving, and they've got these, you know, cloaks that look like charred wood, but if you flip it over on the other side, it's green. So depending on their environment, like, they'll flip their cloaks back and forth. So wet blending. Wet blending is your friend. Yeah, let's do something before this plastic glue fully cures. And even like going down like that, I don't know, it's just that alright. Let's make regrettable decisions. Let's make regrettable decisions. Yeah. That is part of the fun of the hobby. Wet blending is the best. Alright, trim this just a little more. I think it's what's bothering me is that it's just stuck at like such an awkward outside angle. Like, it did look better like pointing down, but it was still just like you're riding on a big giant stag. Like, it's not gonna be that stiff. I don't know. I let story dictate too much sometimes. Like, all this, I could just let it go and been done. I'm gonna snap this. It's gonna be fine. Probably. Come on. Probably weaken it with some plastic glue. I don't want to cut all the way through it. I don't want to break all the... There we go. There we go. Let's do that. Ah, yep. Push just a little too hard. Alright. What they make milliput for. You know, I haven't been at this long. I'm learning as I'm going. This is really the first time I've tried to mod anything, so there's a learning curve. Yike. Yeah, I got me a good pair. But honestly, I just sit there and cuss at it a lot if I have my tweezers out, so I worked in a tattoo shop, so I have some creative cussing sometimes. Which I try, you know, my channel is rated for adults. I try to at least curb it somewhat. Well, that's a good idea. Mine's mostly just the problem of like actually like holding on to the thing in the tweezers. Oh, you son of a bitch. Come on. Oop. A little higher. Up, up, in. Come on. Yeah. This got moved. Come on. You're almost back in place. There we go. Yeesh. That's a bit better. Let's see how she looks on her mount. Yeah, that's better. It looks like she's about to chuck it at somebody. Yeah, it was very cumbersome. Kick it out and up just a tad. There we go. All right. So we got that. That's squared away. Now, I want to try one thing super duper quick. Make some room. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Alright. Gonna do a little oil experiment here. I'm gonna take some burnt sienna. And let's see what else we got in here. Don't want to overdo it. Yeah, let's do that and a little bit of crimson. And we are gonna do just the tiniest bit. There we go. All right, I might be here. I can't promise anything. I'm gonna try to finish this up and then, yeah, we'll see. But if not, thank you so much for swinging by. I appreciate it as always, and I will be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. All right. Trying a Marco Frazzoni technique here, people. Not just makeup. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm painting bravely. The giant mistake. All right, just gonna do 2 tests. All right. Bam. All right. Let's clean our brush. Clean, clean, clean. All right. I'm gonna take makeup sponge. Boop, boop, boop. Throw things down. Alright, alright. I don't want this to be a super strong effect. Just want it to be able to, like, give the hint that there's like fire and flame and warmth coming up and off of a bunch of stuff in this environment. Only going from the top. I want certain parts of this to stick around. All right. Alright, okay, alright. We might have a usable technique here. Just maybe. Something small and very subtle, but it, you know, gives that, helps sell that effect. There's some environmental shenanigans going on. Like I said, I don't want to overdo it. But you know, very, very, very subtle. It's in there. All right, all right. Let's try a little. It's a little of the crimson and the burnt sienna. See what we can get out of it. Doop doop doo. Alright. Alright. Let's try doing this new mixture. See what comes out. Get a new makeup sponge. What's that guy? Probably should let it sit just a little bit longer, but I think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll affect it that much. Ooh, doop. I spilled the mineral spirits everywhere. It's alright. Got the sponge. Just soak it all up and then use it. Very, very gently. Not even really using any pressure. Trying to get into the crannies. Yeah, we got a little bit on the cape. A bit on the skin, yeah, just very slight undertones. It's a bit a little extra to it. There we go. Yeah. Down, I'm down. Definitely get some more red on the bottom, some burnt red look. Alright. And with that, I think I'm going to call done tonight. It was a pretty productive night. Got some of my Schladies built. Got some deer. I doctored up my other dudes. Got them a little grittier looking, a little dirtier. Still got to hit them with some pigment powders, make them look like they're all sooty. But yeah, the royal we. Hold on 1 second. Problems. The brain's malfunctioning. There we go. Oh, I just had a super brain fart. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow to finish assembling the rest of these. Yay! Da-da-da. She looks so good. And everything else won't need a mod except for the weapons. And then we'll get the stags built. And we'll start painting. I'm very excited. Yeah. So, things are moving along. Not as super duper quick, but still moving, which is important. And things are looking good, which is even more important. Or at least I think they look good. Could be wrong. I try to stay objective, especially when it comes to my own painting. But sometimes when you're really into something, it's hard to see the forest for the trees. So, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, we shall return to the riders of the Thorn and all the shenanigans that entails. So everyone have a lovely